Hey guys, welcome to my next vlog. This is an exciting day today. I've actually just watched the Grand National. I've just seen Tiger Roll win it for the second year in a row. Amazing, not been done since Red Rum in the 70s, before I was born I believe. So amazing, well done Tiger Roll, awesome stuff. So slightly delayed today on my head shave, but all for good reason. I'm going to do something a little bit different again today, like I did last week, and I'm going to review a new razor. My collection that I've built up modestly over the last couple of months consists mostly of a few Merkers. I've got some adjustable, I've got a Parker, I've got a couple of vintage razors, only one I've used, which is an absolute beaut, the pre-war Fat Tech, or Tech Fat Handle should I say, but today I'm going to go British, which I think is the appropriate thing to do, especially on a day like today. As an Englishman, as a British man myself, I wanted to include in the collection something that was closer to home. So I've gone with an Edwin Jagger, which I think is a very good choice. You could probably guess which one I've gone for as a beginner. I think so many people have got it. It's the DE89. I hear it's an amazing example, on point and comparable with everything else that's out there, certainly in the mild range, and the build quality looks to be amazing. So I'm just going to do a little quick unboxing now and see what I think. So let's give that a go. And here she is, nicely boxed. I like that. I've got to say, from a packaging point of view, I'm very impressed with Edwin Jagger. I like that. Oh, it's actually come with a feather blade. That is amazing. That's actually the feather I'm going to be using today. So that's great. I like that. Nicely packaged this. I'm just going to put the blade down. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got. Wow. That is nice. That is nice. Try and get some focus on this. That is a very, very nice piece of engineering. Beautiful. You've got a traditional style handle here with grooves that go longitudinally, if that's a word, up the handle. Got some nice engraving at the bottom. Got a beautiful looking head. Fantastic. The build quality looks absolutely pucker. I think this is going to be quite nice. It's a three-piece razor, which looks to be really, really nicely made. Brilliant. I tell you what, I'm just going to get this loaded up with the feather, and we can get going and see what it's like. Okay guys, here we are, loaded up with the feather blade. Hopefully you can see this. There we go. Very nice. This is really, really nicely engineered. It's a looker, a real looker. If it performs like it looks, then I think we're going to be absolutely fine. Cool. Right, as part of the pre-shave routine, I've already showered my head, which is very important. Let's get some warm water on there. Let's make sure that the pores are open so that your skin is warmed and prepared, ready for the shave. That's done. So the next part now is to use some Presso pre-shave. Okay, here we go, liberal amounts on my hands. Let's just get that all around the buns. That's the pre-shave done. Because I'm going to be doing a razor review today, it's important that I keep a level playing field, which is what I tend to do. So I'm going to be using my go-to daily product, which is Presso. We should all know this. Absolutely amazing stuff. This is the green version, which is eucalyptus and menthol. It's really, really good product. It's what I tend to use more than anything else. So it's a real good test to see how the razor performs versus the other ones. So yeah, let's get loading on my brush. Cool. Today's brush I'm going to use is a new brush which I have used. I used it for the first time yesterday and I love it. Really fantastic brush. This is a Yaki. This is a Yaki 26. Can we see that? A Yaki 26. This was really inexpensive. I ordered that on eBay, I believe, but comes in this beautiful blue colour. It's got this mottled kind of marble finish, lovely. It is a synthetic brush. It's the first synthetic brush that I've bought. I normally use Boar, but this is fantastic. I mean, we'll see it now, but that is just so soft, and the lather you get from that sort of brush is absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to load this up. So one of the advantages with a synthetic brush is you don't have to leave them to soak for a long period before you use them. So I've got this wet now, so let's just start building up some soap into the brush so that we can get a nice lather on the head. Perfect. There we go, it doesn't take long, it picks up the soap so well. Okay, right, let's get it on. Gonna need a bit more water. That's much better. Sometimes it's just a bit too soapy, a bit too base, and you need to just add a bit more water just to unlock that lather. Look at that, beautiful. Lovely little tufts of lather there. That's gone on really good. Pleased with that, love that brush. Think about getting one of those if you've got a tight budget like me. As a synthetic, a Yaki, that's a really good start. Okay, we're ready. So here's the razor. This has been warming in the water as well. So never put cold steel on your skin. That's just not a good idea. Always make sure that the metal is warm. That's the razor and the blade. So I'm going to do 3 passes today, which is a standard for me and perfect for testing this razor against the other razors I've got. So right, let's give this a go. Initial impressions is it is mild, which is good. It feels very smooth. Very much in line with something like a Merkur. Yeah, so far so good. This feels really smooth. I mean, I'm just part way through it, but I think from a beginner's standpoint, this really could be a good choice. Slightly longer handle than you'd get on, say, the Merkur 34C, which I think will be more comfortable for a switch from a cartridge razor for a new beginner. But this is very accommodating. It feels like, even with the feather blade in, which as we know is mega sharp, this is going to be really kind and be forgiving, which for beginners like myself and like some else of you out there, then I think that's going to be a really big advantage. Okay, that's the first pass done. That felt absolutely great. Let's go load up again and go against the grain. Look at that, fantastic. Still lots of soap there. Brilliant, brilliant, really, really good brush this. Always make sure that between your passes that you make sure that you clean all of the gunk that can sometimes build up underneath the blades. That just stops all of the flow that you're getting from the razor. So just make sure you give it a really good shake, run it under the tap if you have to. Just make sure that the runway there is really clear. Right, against the grain. Right, that's against the grain, and do you know what? It's getting better. Really, really impressed with this. Very, very smooth. Really nice to hold to. It feels balanced. It's a nice piece of quality in your hand. Mild, but really, really well made. Good job. Right. Load up for the third time. Plenty of soap in there. Okay, now to go against the grain. Got to be careful, be nice and slow here, but I think this is going to be great for it. Right, I've just finished the against the grain pass, and that feels absolutely brilliant. There's just a few tiny areas, which is poor technique on my part, but I'm just going to tidy up. Not a full pass, but yeah, that was good. I really, really like this. I recommend it. Right, just a little bit of extra shaving cream at the back there. Not much. Never ever pass a blade over skin that hasn't got any form of lubricant on it. But yeah, just where I've missed a few bits, I'm just going to tidy up. Right, we're done. Absolutely fantastic. So 3 and a bit passes there. I'll do a roundup in a minute, but really, really impressed. Okay, so the Edwin Jagger DE89, absolutely amazing. Really beautiful piece of kit. if you're a beginner like me, perhaps even starting out, I think that would be an excellent choice as your first razor. It just looks well built. It acts like it's well built. It is well built. It's just a thing of beauty, and I think from a mild perspective, it's a really good place to start. You know, these blades are sharp. They can cause some irritation if you're not careful, and you've got to build up technique. So like me, I tend to stick in the mild range really, and we can just build it as we go. And this is a really good option. British built, from Sheffield steel, absolutely love it. And another mention for the Yaki synthetic brush, you know, for the amount that I paid, which was incredibly modest, it just holds so much soap and it's so smooth and soft. It's a really good start point. I mean, between these two items, you really can start from a really modest budget point of view and have some really good quality products. Not quite in focus there, so I do apologise, but yeah, it's a really good start point. These two and the Pro Raso range, which again is really reasonable, is an excellent start point. But as razors go, that's been absolutely tremendous. Right, let's carry on with the remainder of the process. Okay, as I tend to do, I've got my witch hazel in my barber bottle with spray. This just helps me not overuse it, keep it nice and tight from an application point of view, and oh, that's lovely. This is a really good skin toner. When I first started out doing this, I used to get tremendous irritation on the back of my head and on my neck. I used to get red blotches and razor bumps and so forth. Yeah, my partner Siobhan used to comment on it all the time. Why is it all red and blotchy out the back there? Not nice. Because of the process I'm going through now with this wet shaving, it has done wonders. The witch hazel and the products that I'm using have just turned the back of my head and neck into an absolute skin haven. It's probably the finest skin surface area on my body now, so it's gone from being like a problem area to just a really healthy part of my body, which has just been absolutely brilliant. I mean, your head's on show when you're shaving your head, so have it looking on form and on point from a skin health perspective is just where you want to go. So yeah, really good stuff. So I can feel that seeping in now. Now that witch hazel is going to really help tone my skin, and that's going to deeply cleanse right down into my pores, which is perfect. I've just given this a little time just to sink into my skin a bit, and what I'm going to do now is go to my daily aftershave product, which is the Pro Raso Green. Absolutely fantastic, just like the shaving soap and just like the pre-shave cream. It's eucalyptus and menthol based, and it kind of reminds me of what I remember Brute being like when I was a kid, which is a real absolute man's classic, and I really love it for that. It's not a new product, it's actually been around for a long time. Pro Raso is a very successful Italian brand, and check them out. If you're new to this game, it's a really good start point. They do some lovely stuff. Right, let's load up. Okay, what I like to do with this, which probably isn't the best of ways to do it, I don't splash it onto my hands because I tend to spill it too much. So I just drip a few drops onto my head, and then I follow it through with rubbing it in with my hand, and it seems to really work for me. Right, so I've just applied, that is amazing. So I've just applied the Pro Raso Green. It's so freshening. Oh, it's awesome stuff. It reminds me of what Brute used to smell like when I was a kid. Really fresh, really beautiful and fragrant. But most importantly, I can really feel that seeping into my skin. Ah, it feels brilliant. Deep cleansing, smells amazing, makes my skin feel amazing. It's just such a lovely end to a shave. Sometimes I even chase this with some cream because of the problems again that I've had, just to really overdo it. But I think today everything feels really, really nice, so I'm just going to stick with that. So that was a really good shave, really enjoyed it. I hope that you've learned something from this perhaps, or even just enjoyed watching me make a fool of myself, whatever. I hope you had fun watching the Grand National earlier. I didn't win, I came third, hey, but I hope you won and I hope you had a great day. Anyways, thanks for watching Head Showered Shave. This is James and I'm signing out. Take care.